we didn't realise, but it's a major event, MPs let everyone knows what. They wanted to put that on their website. We said, not a chance, because until it's, we weren't told in advance it was going to be recorded, and that's a great theory, but in our world, and probably everyone else's, you're not going to, people won't feel comfortable knowing that whatever they say in an event like this is 5 minutes later going to end up on the website. They ain't going to like it.
If it's a close community, though, the confidentiality aspect of it ought to really be implicit.
But this is knowledge unwrapped, isn't it? That's why I see it. It's unwrapped, so it's not as impenetrable as the way sometimes knowledge is presented. This is actually making it more accessible by unwrapping it, by just freeing it up. That's how I see it. This is opposed to just writing up a report.
My experience with local authorities in that particular world, they won't like that.
But they like to remain anonymous. I mean,
it's not so much anonymous, it's making sure what one person says is actually, because I tend to run off the mouth and things, and it's making sure that what is actually said is appropriate. It's not censoring anything, but I just think a lot of, and not just government, I think a lot of people will be very nervous and twitchy about an immediate access point. I know you say it's closed and it's closed and it's closed, to be honest.
What you have to do, you have to build up good relationships between those people. So the first thing, so we've got communities, and you can imagine that, so Cadbury's built up with lots of acquisitions, and a lot of those companies were originally competitors. So their natural thing is when you bring them together, try and talk, is, well, why am I going to tell him when they're originally a competitor? So, we get a network leader, and they go around and originally they phone up each of the people. So we identify some experts. Remember, we're the global company. We don't have the luxury of face-to-face because we're global. We're scattered all over the world, and we've just got experts in different areas. So we get the network lead to talk to the different people, find out something about them, and then we bring them all together. And the thing that we started to introduce is something to share and something to learn, to help them build up those different relationships. So the one thing is they'll bring something to the table that's really good, that they've done really well, so they can say, I invented chocolate to be brown. And then the next step would be to say, but I'm really struggling on how to make dark chocolate. And that way someone else in that group will actually go, well, I make dark chocolate, I can tell you how to do that.
The knowledge ingredient.
Yeah, and it's just being able to build up that relationship where they actually trust each other to share that information. And you can imagine we've got lots of sensitive information, so the thing is, people even within our company, people are like, well, I don't, So we have the same sort of similar barriers where people don't want to talk. But I think it's like initially you've just got to spend the time speaking with the people, talking to them, encouraging them to share that information. And it's always, people always go, what's in it for me? You can say, well, chocolate's in it for you, if we're going on the chocolate theme, but you're going to get something really rich out of this by sharing with these people. And if you're stuck on an idea and you don't know how to do something, you've got that group of people that you can go to and you can solve it in 2 minutes, rather than originally it would take 10 phone calls to actually find out that one person who's an expert on something. But now you've got a community of experts that you think, well, actually, I don't know how to do that. I can just phone up Bob, or on the next network call, I can raise it as a question. So I think the key thing is first is to break down those barriers and get them. And you're lucky to have a face-to-face.
Well,
if you are, but
if you for example, if you said something and it got put on YouTube and you said, well, this is nutty, for example, and then it was taken totally out of context and it ended up in the press or on YouTube, and you've got a product as sensitive as the sensors or something like that, then obviously there'd be severe repercussions. I think that's what we're saying. We'd be worried about things being taken out of context or possibly even given the wrong message.
It's obviously interesting.